All I know is this: Republican turnout went up, right? Yeah. And as you said, there is certainly crossover votes. Nonpartisan voters are voting R or D. Right. Democrat voters are voting Trump or Kamala Harris. So I certainly get that. But we'll talk about Democratic turnout in a second. But you look at Republican turnout in some areas as high as 92%. Like, how are we, when we have that? There's a segment of the party that keeps saying, if we just maximize Republican turnout, 92% Republican turnout. I'm looking at 79% Democratic turnout. Republicans are showing up to the polls in Illinois. Yeah. We're seeing it over and over. And it's not just, look, 2020, our turnout was 89% and Democrats were only 81. And let me go back to the report that we put out 2 years ago where we talked about Republican and Democratic turnout. Republican turnout only dropped 5 in the collars. It dropped 3 in the rest of the state. And yet Democratic turnout dropped, 22% in Chicago, 16% in Cook County. I mean, I could go on, but for time, I want to move on. The point is, this is like the second or third straight election that Republicans have overwhelmingly turned out at a higher margin than Democrats in the state. So this narrative I keep hearing that if we just turn out Republicans, kudos. I mean, clearly Republicans do a good job getting their voters to the polls. So the Bank Your Vote program clearly is working. The efforts by Republican grassroots is working. But there's not much more growth beyond 92% voter turnout. There isn't more space to turn out even more Republicans.